Naphtali, chapter 1. The copy of the witness of Naphtali, which he appointed at the time of his death, in the 130th year of his height, when his Banim were gathered together in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, while still in good health, he made a feast for them of food and wine. After he was awake in the Bakar, he said to them, I am dying. But they did not believe him. And as he esteemed Yahuwah, he grew strong, and said that after the feast yesterday he would die. And then he began to say, Hear my Banim, and you, Banim of Naphtali, hear the words of your father. I was born from Bilhah, and because Rahel dealt shrewdly, and gave Bilhah to Yaaqub in place of herself, and she conceived and bore me upon Rahel's knees. Therefore she called my name Naphtali, for Rahel loved me very much, because I was born on her lap. And when I was still young, she was inclined to kiss me, and say, May I have a brother of yours from my own womb like you? Which is why Yusuf was also like me in all ways, according to the Palal of Rahel. Now my mother was Bilhah, daughter of Ruel, the brother of Daburam, nurse of Ribkah, who was born on the very same day with Rahel. And Ruel was of the family of Abraham, a Castite, revering Elohim, freeborn and noble. And he was taken captive and bought by Laban, and he gave him Auna, his female servant, as wife, and she bore a daughter and called her name Zilpah, after the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. And next she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter hurries after what is new. For as soon as she was born, she seized the breast and hurried to the nurse. Chapter 2. And I was swift on my feet like the deer, and my father Yaaqub appointed me for all messages, and as a deer he gave me his barakah. For as the potter knows the vessel, how much it is to contain, and brings clay according, so Yahuwah also makes the body after the likeness of the root, and according to the capacity of the body he implants the root. And the one does not fall short of the other by a third part of a hair. For by weight and measure and rule all the creation was made. And as the potter knows the use of each vessel, what it is made for, so Yahuwah also knows the body, how far it shall persist in goodness, and when it begins in evil. For there is no inclination or thought which Yahuwah does not know. For he created every male after his own image. As a male's strength, so also is his work. And as his heart, so also is his skill. And as his purpose, so also is his achievement. And as his heart, so also is his mouth. As his eye, so also is his sleep. As his being, so also is his word, either in the Torah of Yahuwah, or in the works of Aliyah. And as there is a division between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, so there is also a division between male and male, and between female and female. And it is not to be said that the one is like the other, either in appearance or in heart. For Elohim made all that is good in their order, the 5 senses in the head, and he joined the neck to the head, aiding to it, the hair also for comeliness and esteem, then the heart for understanding, the intestines for accrement, and the stomach for the windpipe for taking in, the liver for wrath, the gall for bitterness, the spleen for laughter, the kidneys for wisdom, the muscles of the loins for power, the lungs for drawing in, the loins for strength, and so forth. So then, my Banim, let all your works be done in order with good intent and the reverence of Elohim, and do not disorderly in scorn or out of its season. For if you ask the eye to hear, it cannot, so neither while you are in darkness can you do the works of the light. Chapter 3. Therefore, do not be eager to corrupt your doings through greedy gain or worthless words to deceive your own beings, because if you keep silent in the purity of heart, you shall understand how to hold fast the counsel of Elohim, and to cast away the desire of Belial. The greater light, the lesser light, and the stars do not change their order. So you also do not change, not not the law of Elohim and the disorderliness of your doings. The Gentiles went astray and forsook Yahuwah and changed their order and obeyed wood and stones, root of deceit. But you shall not be so, my banim, recognizing in the expanse, in the Eretz, and in the sea, and in all creation, Yahuwah who made all, that you do not become like Saddam, which changed the order of nature. In like manner, the watchers also changed the order of their nature, whom Yahuwah cursed at the flood, on whose account he made the Eretz without inhabitants and fruitless. Chapter 4. These words I say to you, my banim, for I have read in the writing of Kanuk that you yourselves also shall depart from Yahuwah, walking according to all lawlessness of the Gentiles, and you shall do according to all wickedness of Saddam, and Yahuwah shall bring captivity upon you, and there you shall serve your enemies, and you shall be bowed down with every affliction and distress until Yahuwah has consumed you all. And after you have become diminished and been made few in number, you shall return and acknowledge Yahuwah your Elohim, and he shall bring you back into your land according to his abundant favor. And it shall be that after they come into the land of their fathers, they shall again forget Yahuwah and become wicked, and Yahuwah shall scatter them upon the face of all the Eretz, until the compassion of Yahuwah comes, a male working righteousness and working favor to all those that are far off, and to those that are near. Chapter 5. For in the 40th year of my height I saw a vision on Mount of Olives, on the east of Yerushalayim, on that the greater light and the lesser light were standing still. And see, Yitzchak, the father of my father, said to us, Run and lay hold of them, each one according to his strength. And the greater light and the lesser light shall belong to him that seizes them. And all of us ran together, and Louis lay hold of the greater light. Yahudah outran the others and seized the lesser light, and both of them were lifted up with them. And when Louis became as brightness, see, a certain young male gave to them 12 branches of palm, and Yahudah was bright as the lesser light, and under their feet were 12 rays. And the two, Louis and Yahudah, ran and took hold of them. And the bull on the Eretz, with 2 great horns and eagle's wings on its back, and we intended to seize it, but could not. But Yusef came and seized it, and went up with it on high. And I looked, for I was there, and see, a Kadush writing appeared to us, saying, Ashurians, Madites, Parasans, Kazdites, Syrians shall hold the 12 tribes of Israel in captivity. Chapter 6. And again, after 7 days, I saw our father Yaaqub standing by the sea of Yabnah, and we were with him. And see, a ship came sailing by without sailors or a pilot, and written on the ship was, the ship of Yaaqub. And our father said to us, Come, let us board our ship. And when he had boarded, an intense storm arose, and a mighty storm of wind. And our father, who was holding the helm, departed from us. And we, being tossed with the storm, were carried along over the sea. And the ship was filled with water, pounded by mighty waves, until it was broken up. And Yusef led away in a small boat, and we were all separated on 9 planks. Louis and Yahudah were together. And we were all scattered to the ends of all the Eretz. Then Louis, girded with sackcloth, pallowed to Yahuwah for us all. And when the storm ceased, the ship reached the land as it was in peace. And our father came, and we all rejoiced with one mind. Chapter 7. I told to my father these two dreams, and he said to me, these matters must be fulfilled in their season after Yisrael has endured much. Then my father said to me, I believe, Alain, that Yusef lives, for I see always that Yahweh numbers him with you. And weeping, he said, Ah, my Ban, Yusef, you live. Though I do not see you, and you do not see Yaaqub that brought you forth. Therefore he also cursed me to cause me to weep with these words. And I burned in my heart to declare that Yusef had been sold, but I feared my brothers. Chapter 8. And look, my Banim, I have shown to you the last times how all shall come to pass in Yisrael. Therefore you also command your children that they be united to Louis and to Yehuda, for salvation shall arise to Yisrael through them, and in them Yaaqub shall be Baruch, for though their tribes Alaim shall appear on the Eretz, to save the people of Israel, and to gather together the righteous from among the Gentiles. If you work that which is good, my Banim, both male and messengers, shall barak you, and Alaim shall be esteemed among the Gentiles through you, and the devil shall flee from you, the wild beast shall fear you, and Yahuwah shall love you, and the messengers shall cling to you. As a male who has trained a child, good is kept in kindly remembrance, so there is also a good remembrance before Elohim for a good work. But he that does not do that which is good, both messengers and males shall curse. Elohim shall be disrespected among the Gentiles through him, and the devil shall make him as his own personal instrument, and every wild beast shall master him, and Yahuwah shall hate him. For the commands of the law are twofold, and they must be filled through wisdom. For there is a season for a male to embrace his wife, and a season to abstain from it for his palau. So then, there are two commands, and unless they are done in due order, they bring very great crime upon males. So also it is with the other commands. You therefore be wise in Alim, Mabanim, and discerning, understanding the order of his commands, and the laws of every word, that Yahuwah may love you. Chapter 9. And when he had commanded them with much words, as such, he urged them that they should remove his bones to Hebron, and they should bury him with his fathers. And when he had eaten and drunk with a glad heart, he covered his face and died. And his Banim did according to all that Naphtali their father had commanded them.